What's your best "the tables have turned" moment? I worked at a small tech company right out of college, and my supervisor, Mark, made my life absolutely miserable. He was the kind of boss who took credit for everyone else's work while contributing nothing himself. Whenever I proposed new ideas in meetings, he would shut them down immediately, only to present them as his own brilliant thoughts a week later. The worst part was how he would constantly belittle me in front of the entire team, making comments like, "This isn't kindergarten coding," or "Maybe you should consider a career change." I tried speaking to HR about his behavior, but they brushed it off as just his management style. After enduring this treatment for almost 2 years, I started documenting everything, all the stolen ideas, public humiliations, and unfair performance reviews. I compiled them into a detailed report but kept it to myself, knowing HR wouldn't take action. Then came our company's biggest project of the year, developing software for a major potential client worth millions. Mark, as usual, delegated all the actual work to me while positioning himself to take the credit. I worked 80-hour weeks for a month straight, perfecting every detail. The night before the big presentation, Mark emailed me demanding I send him all my work so he could review it. What he really meant was he needed to understand what I'd built so he could present it as his own creation. I sent him incomplete files missing key components, knowing he wouldn't understand what was missing. The next morning, I arrived early for the presentation with a complete version on my laptop. When the meeting started, Mark confidently began presenting my work, but within minutes it became clear he had no idea how the software actually functioned. The potential clients started asking technical questions he couldn't answer. After watching him flounder for 15 excruciating minutes, our CEO turned to me and asked if I could explain. I calmly connected my laptop and delivered a flawless presentation of the complete project. The clients were impressed and signed the biggest contract in our company's history. The following week, our CEO called me into his office. I thought I might get a bonus, but instead, he offered me Mark's position, explaining they had been watching his performance for months and my presentation confirmed what they suspected. Mark was demoted to a regular team member, reporting directly to me. The look on his face when the announcement was made in the company meeting was priceless. For the next year, I had to manage Mark, and I made sure to give him the same treatment he had given others: proper credit for his work, constructive feedback, and professional respect. It drove him crazy that I wouldn't treat him the way he had treated me. He eventually quit, unable to handle working under someone he had belittled for so long. 6 years later, I was interviewing candidates for a mid-level position at my new company where I was now the chief technology officer. Guess who walked in looking significantly humbler and clearly not recognizing me at first? When Mark finally realized who I was, the color drained from his face. He stammered through the interview, and at the end, I simply said, "I'll be in touch," just as he used to say to me when dismissing my ideas. I didn't hire him, but I did recommend him to a colleague at another company who needed someone with his skills. Sometimes the best revenge isn't about getting even, but about breaking the cycle of toxicity. In the quiet aftermath, I realized every bitter moment was a lesson in disguise, forging strength from struggle and nurturing a determined spirit destined to soar above every challenge. Wow, indeed.